Hi guys, how are you? So today it is a wonderful day. It is a good, great day. It isn't raining. It isn't annoying. It isn't uh, filthy, as you can't say it, whatever. But guys, um, I've got a few things to talk about with myself and with you guys today because I've got questions and I prefer to just answer them at the same time, you know. Um, Forgive me if my English is not gonna sound like you think because I'm not an English person. I am a village girl. Basically, was raised from the village, and first of all, let's talk about my background. Okay. Um, I was born in five family. I had my dad, I had my mom, but on on the journey through growing up, um, we were left as orphan from from my youngest age. Let me think. I do not have good memory about my parents. I only remember how they died and left us five kids, siblings, and we we really couldn't, as when they died, we really couldn't live as a family again. So were had to we have to um, be separated into different families, into different parts of um, background families, different uh, characteristics, different personalities, and that affect our friendship and relationship as family. So through affected our growing up as childhood, we never really stayed as a family, never again, since we were so good when my dad left first. My He never left, he died first. Sorry about my English, I told you guys, and forgive me about that. So the reason why I am talking about this is because i um I am growing up, and well, I have kids too, and I have also different steps of um, recovering from my childhood and through adult growing up until now. Well, so guys, did I even introduce myself to you? I'm so sorry if I did not do that, but bear with me. I'm really, really sorry because I jumped into the story without introducing myself. So, guys, my name is Dora Hoyland, and welcome to my YouTube channel. This is my story of growing up as a child until now I am an adult, and it is interesting. So please come on in, listen to this story. Don't scroll on, don't say, oh, she's not interesting. I know many of you here think that because I don't have hair sometimes, normally my videos doesn't have hair, but I know why you people just ignoring my videos. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, share my videos, you like them, okay? And do not forget to ring the notification bell. Bing dong. I will be so lucky to have more friends, and I really appreciate the one I've got right now. My followers, they keep me going and they showing me the love that I do not really get even from my friends or from my family, you know. So you guys are my family and I trust you guys, and my love goes to both of you, all of you out there who has been subscribing, and please share them as well, like them, and let me see what you think about any of my video. You know, it's lovely to share your thoughts with me as well. Let us grow together. This journey is not all about me, but it's about us to grow together and to learn from each other. That's how we go. So, over with introduction. Please do what is right, okay? I love you all. So, let's get into the story. My mom left us when we were little people who does not know anything. Like, I think to me, I till now, I listen, guys. I just don't want to say this, but it's going to force me to say this because it's for my recovery, it's for my well-being as well, and to show my kids who has been there for me since I had them. They're only my family that I've known and care about me and love me and give me also presents when it's needed. All right, we do not have that much, but we appreciate what we got, and that's really amazing, and it keep me going. Sometimes I feel like giving up, sometimes I feel like it's not worth it doing whatsoever I am doing, you know, but I feel like it's a journey that you have to make a decision whether it's you doing it or someone else doing it for you. So I've been depending on people's opinion, people's love, people's advice. It's just because I never had advice when I was a little girl. Like I said, I don't want to repeat this, but I cut it halfway, so I'm gonna go back into it. My parents left us when I was about 7 year old, and my oldest brother was about 11 to 12. I'm not really sure. My my other brother, who is after me, was about might be 6 to 5, and no, it was, if I was 7, because we are only far away with like 1 year, so it was a bit, if it was a bit 6 or 5, and my other brother, guys, was about 4 years old or 3, and my youngest brother was 6 months. He was still breastfeeding, he was still having mommy's milk, but unfortunately He even does not know how my mom, my dad looks like. He just know the name. I'm sorry. It has been hitting me and eating me and making me feel like it's not wealthy, anything I do. But I am going to break this cycle and make it the past and never think of it again, because yes, I do think about it. But so getting back to my brother, my youngest brother. So remember, when you are an orphan, and maybe you are many people in your family, like we were 5 kids and both of our parents dead, no grandma, no grandfather, only my auntie from my, yeah, I have aunties from my, I have one auntie from my mom's side. I have two uncles from my mom's side. um I have I have one uncle from my dad's side, and I have two aunties from my dad's side. I hope you understand that. So guys, we were forced to leave our home and to go with different. So I don't remember who I went with first. I'm sorry guys, let's pray. So I went with my auntie from my dad's side. He was the oldest from the family. So she took me in, and as you know, that family are the precious thing that can happen to you if you have them. You love them and you take care of them, and you always want to be showing up for them, and you always want to do for them. And I can't blame her, because she also had kids, and she also had her own life, and the stress from losing her mom, losing her brother, and her brother's wife, it was just over the top for her to handle it. And with her own, it came too much. But she was a loving, caring person. But because of um, me missing my parents at the youngest age, sometimes you can't eat, sometimes you can't, you are just there, you think of them day and night, you don't know. Yeah. uh so it was a bit hard and harsh, and nobody to defend you at the between, so you're just with them. And it's hard. Even sometimes you miss your brothers, you want to see them, you want to connect with them, you want to know where they how they are they eating, have they had a bath, are they sleeping okay, where are they, how are they, are they having any medical attention? Guys, I'm coming emotionally into this because it's hurting me, and it's hurting me when I post the video. It's I'm gonna take a long time to breathe in. So it's best, even though I talk about it, it's okay, just bear with me guys, it's not my fault. It's the universe. So basically, cut this story short. I don't want to cut it short, but I just want to give you the details why many of you here have not seen my family, my mom, my dad, or any family members connection with me since I start my YouTube channel. I should be talking about them, I should be bringing them up, I should be showing them, but I don't have them. I lost them long time ago, and it has been a journey every day, every single day till now. I'm sorry. I feel like going off the camera, but this is what's stopping me from talking, because every time I start talking about them, I come emotional, and I just break down, and nothing is just nothing is works out properly for me. So I normally do not talk about them, but I feel like I need to heal. I need to move on. I need to stop thinking of, I am alone, because I have you guys. I appreciate you guys for being here for me. And that's why I'm asking you guys to subscribe and, share my video, so we can grow together and we can see what God do best in us as well. Oh yeah, so guys, so growing up, it was a really hard shape time for me and for my brothers. It was, we were called names, we were called every type of names. We were called thieves. So every time somebody call you something, it's come back to you, because it's a tank. This is a tank, and the tank has a power to do anything for somebody, even though it was not meant to destroy you. It's gonna affect you somehow, so it did affect us. And by us lacking, not having enough support from anybody, because the family were already had enough of us, and they have to everything they has on them, and there was nothing that were left for us to, like, financial assistance, nothing like that. My dad was a vet. He was working with animals, if I can call it that, allow me. He was treating animals. He was a professional vet, it's a vet doctor, whatever you can call it. But he was owning a bit of money. That was back in 1990s, yeah. So it was not that much money, but if he was still right now here, he could have been a billionaire with his job or something, but we hope just for the best. So we were left with nothing, but my dad left something. The money was coming in, so his brother, who was left with the so guys, his brother who was left to, as a dad for us, to look after us, he took the money, and we never see anything. We never got nothing from our dad's hard work during when he was alive. He had money from the government coming in, and anytime my older brother's asking about, where is the money that how can you help us to get our dad's money? And he was like, they need so much documents from us, but it's something that it has been worked on, So what you need to do is to take the ID and the paperwork that he had, and of course he had them with them, to the office, which office it was, so he can, get the payment out for us to use. But basically there was nothing like that. We never get any help, so we were just living from hand to mouth, trying to survive, trying to, live day by day, know how, it goes, how it will end, and My other brothers were also with their other aunties. Aside, like I said, we never meet. We since we separated, since the funerals finish, the clearance done. So you have to go with somebody who accepts you to come with. Okay, so we never uh, go to the orphanage. We were never brought there or anything like that. And yeah, so me, the names that they used to call us, like thieves, you steal, you steal to survive. Remember, you are a child. You're not even 13 yet. You're not even 12. You're not even 10. You're not you're nothing like that. Okay, so everything that they say to you, you don't have shoes, you don't have clothes, proper clothes to wear. You're just there. You're just there surviving. You're just there surviving. You are just there surviving. And it's not like they don't have family outside of their they have family who are rich. Their sons are rich, their daughters are rich, people are driving cars, you know, people are married into big family, they are living their best life. But us as orphan, as their family, they couldn't take us in and make us, you know, a proper family membership from them. I don't know whether it was my dad was not very connecting with them, or they just had jealousy over us. And I'm not really sure. Nobody ever explained anything to us. So we were living day by day as it goes. So my older brother, he came to die in a critical condition, which affects me till now. And it's because of the names that we were they were calling us. And you are not even that person. Somebody just call you a thief, you steal this, and they just accuse you for something you have not even have idea of. Or maybe sometimes you're hungry, you went to the kitchen and you got some food from the kitchen, or they say you steal that food. I was hungry, I haven't ate, I don't know, I'm hungry, you don't even have cream for your body, you just like a jungle, you're living in a jungle place. Even jungle people who live in a jungle, I'm pretty sure that many of you here knows how people that live in a jungle looks like. So if you take that picture, that is how we were looking like. That's how we were. No proper clothes, nothing, not Jesus. I nothing, nothing like perfect where I was. So my oldest brother get affected by the name that they keep calling us, you know, that we will never be anything. This life is not meant for us, you know. You are just thieves, you will never get anywhere. So my brother went to visit my auntie from my mom's side. I'm sorry, I'm sorry. Oh, Jesus. It's hard. It's really hard, but I got to do it because I need to get over it. At least if I put it out there and other people see or watch and listen, it might help me with growing and comforting my life and putting everything together. Sometimes people ask me, why you so mean? You don't have a smile on your face. Especially sometimes, every time I take a picture, I do not smile. It's because I never learned to smile. I never had that chance to sit down with the family and joke and smile. I never. It was always work, work, and always problem. You know, those names. How will you smile? How are you gonna get a strength to smile when you get abused? Right, guys, so my brother went to visit my auntie and then he never came back. He never came back. What he came back with was a cop. Hey y'all. So yeah, so when he came back, the last time I saw him, he was so he was a he was full of life. He was a huge person. He was so blessed to live this life long, but unfortunately, people with their big mouth, people with their you know witchcraft or whatsoever going on around the villages and the families members, destroy his life, and he ended up being killed. So he was killed. He was killed brutally. He was bruised. Oh, he had a bruise everywhere. You could not even recognize his face. I saw my brother on his corpse, and I'm like, my mom never died on this side of type of murder. It was murdered. My dad never. He was not it was not even like this when he was lying on his corpse, my dad. But my brother looked different. My brother was so different. He was destroyed. And the people who did that, or the woman who was with him, that they claimed that they were fighting over woman, and my auntie couldn't not even do anything. His sons were there. They couldn't not even defend him like a brother, like an orphan, like somebody who also got a blood, who also have a life ahead of him. They never defend my brother, and so he died. He was killed, bro. He was killed. But he had life along the way. He had a big life. He could be somebody right now. He could be someone right now. Just like me here. I am someone. Because I have my family now. And he was my oldest brother. So tell me, how could it be right now? It could have been so far. But they cut his life short and destroy the rest of our life. They make sure that we were all destroyed. They make sure that we'll never had peace. and move on. They want us all to die. And that's really, really horrific. He died horrific death. My brother did. He did. Rest in peace, my brother. Rest in peace. Joshua, rest in peace. I will forever remember you, and please do not forget us. Always protect me and my kids, me and my brothers. Your soul rest in peace. Keep watching and keep destroying whoever destroyed you, because they will never have peace like you did not. I'm sorry guys, but it's just hard, and this is the story I wanted guys to tell. Okay, the reason why I don't talk about it, because it makes me emotional. It makes me feel so sorry for this life. It's hard, and that's why I never smile. I never had proper love from anyone. And even though I got someone who loved me so much, like right now, my husband, he claimed that he does love me, but I do not trust, because how? And then again, you cannot even talk to your member of family. So that was the last time I saw my brother on his cup, destroyed his life like that, and he was destroyed. Do you guys want to know how he was destroyed? The people beat him up. They beat him up like a dog, like someone who just fall from the sky. Even just like Jesus was crucified, that's how my brother died. That's how he died. If you think that this video is not for you, but I'm sorry, because every person has their life path. Everybody has come through something to get them where they are. They've talked about their experience, their life. They break down. They cried. They wept just to get them where they are right now. Everybody have a story behind them. Not what you see right now, but behind you, what you see, there is a big story going on. And if I never want to talk about it, I'm sorry guys. And I've already talked about the reason why I want, my love to be cleared. So in case you're wondering, this woman never laugh on our pictures or anything, show her teeth. You can see my teeth are clean, right? Huh? But it's not what I was taught. I was never grown up laughing or happy, or I will never be I was never a happy child because of the condition I was in. There's the pressure of being a child and losing everybody in your family except the youngest one that God are trying so hard to keep for your parents' name. So we were survivors. Me and my youngest brothers, we are survivors. And guys, this story is really long and I do want to talk about it. So this is just part 1 of my story, and please watch it So I've stopped where I've not talked about how I stopped my education because of circumstances, and how my brothers now live their life, and how the people who thought that the people who thought that we will never make it in this life are now the people who are suffering. God said, forgive those who hurt you, and love your enemies more than you love yourself. But I say forgive and stay away from them. Never go back to where you came from. They say do not forget where you came from. But where I came from, it was a hell of pit. It was a hell of pit. It never get better. Until now, even though I hear the story from my brothers, they say it's getting worse and worse and worse. My uncle who had my dad's money, he is dead now. He's with my dad up there now. I think now they are battling their own battle up there. My dad maybe has been asking him question, why did you leave my kids to suffer? Why this happened? Why my son was killed and you're just in the city enjoying yourself, just working 24/7? You have no time for your family. Why did you do that? I believe that my dad have so many questions for him up there. And also may his soul rest in peace, because I never went to his funeral, but I did send something for them, just to keep the guest not to be hungry, for the respect that I have for him as an uncle. My uncle told me the last time I saw him face to face, as last time I saw him face to face, I was living with him. But the last time I saw him face to face, he was sick, and that's when he realized that his mistakes were wrong, and he started to apologize. And I'm like, Uncle, I forgot about everything. I'm moved on right now, and everything is alright. Because you can see me with my child here now, and he saw my first daughter, which my dad never saw, or anybody in my village I've seen. And I've seen them on the pictures on Facebook, but they've never met them. They've never shake hands or hug or anything. But he saw my firstborn when she was, I think, 2-year-old, 3-year-old, and he was sick. He was not well, and he died from that one. But I'm holding this word that he told me while I was just visiting him, and I wanted to live with him, and I wanted to have education where he is at, but he was not comfortable with that. And then he sent me back home by calling me those names. We can, you know, that word was, even though Dora, you bring, sorry guys, my English, even though Dora, you found a man to marry you, do not bring it at home. Do not bring him, not it. Do not bring him at home. What does that mean? I was a kid then. I was looking for education. I don't know what I did wrong that made him say that to me. And that shows me that he was really not, he didn't care about anything happened to us, and that I start wandering over the town. So I left his house and I start, oh no, he wanted to take me back to my village to suffer again. I know. It's that suffering of opening your mind and knowing that the things you do is wrong or whatever. But I was going through a lot. I didn't have that love that somebody can have from a family. I did not. I didn't. I did not. And that is really showing me that I am a strong person and I can do it by myself. So I left his house and just ran into the town, just looking for something to do, somebody to stay with. So if you stay with me, I will work for you too. If you can't send me to school because we don't know each other, I am just going. And luckily, I never bump into bad people. I can stay from morning in the town just wandering, no shoes, my clothes are torn. I am dust. I am that dusty. I'm like homeless kid. You saw them in Nairobi Center or under the bridge. So I was like that at a young age because I did not like what my family were doing to me. They cannot take my pain and feel my pain as a child and say, I know she's suffering because she does not have, she's missing something. You know, they they couldn't figure it out. Everybody was busy with their job. They are running day and night. And so I left. I could walk 60 mile on my feet or more 60 mile more. My feet can be swollen, like swollen in hurt. And so I can stay outside from morning till nighttime, like 10 a.m. just wandering and looking. So there were these women, they cook their food on the street and then they sell it to people who are working. And I can go to some of them. They have kind heart. They give you food. They tell you, have this, eat this, and then you wash their dishes, and then maybe they will ask you more question, and then after that they maybe say, oh, I can't, I can't. And some will say, oh, let's go to my house and you can have a lie down because I know you have a long day. And I can't. You feel me, guys. You feel me. If you are an orphan, maybe you live with the family who have it, you cannot have my feelings. You cannot feel what I feel. But if you are an orphan and you lived in the village and your life never be straight, you know what I'm talking about. And you know how it gets. So I could go to these women into their houses and I end up staying with them for a few days, and then they change up their mind. They say, oh, we can't do it anymore. And then you move on. And then, so it's about just finding where you can lay your head and have a warm meal, you know, rather than staying and then never lying on the street. That's the one thing that God protect. I think it was my mom or my dad, one of them, or my brother was protecting me from getting home on the street by people, random people, and I never get home on the street. But I've stayed so long outside. I'm hungry. I'm worried. I'm like, what in earth? What in earth am I going through? Why did my parents left so early without completing their job? So, yeah, did I say what they died with? So my dad died with a cancer. Um, and my mom died with a tuberculosis, whatever. I have the certificate with me, and I don't look at them because I don't want to see. Nothing like that. And even more worse, that I do not even have a picture of both of my parents because they said they didn't have any. And of course, I know my family from the village are keeping them, but I, I just don't know why they don't want to give them to us. No picture from my family, my mom and my dad. Nothing like that. I do not have it. So you can see my mom, you see me. Maybe this is how my mom was like. She had a short hair. I know that she was always having her hair cut. She had a natural hair but short, very black. And my dad had a beard. That's what I can remember. He had a beard covering his cheek, and he has some what do you call it? There was no hair between somewhere here. He didn't have hair between. That's and he was a tall man. He was so tall, and he always had a bike with him, riding his bike to work and to come back home. He always called me mommy. He was the only one who loved me properly. My mom could, whip you and say, run away, go and sit there or eat that or do that. Because we were five, and mommy, she's the only one staying at home with us, and she had enough of foolishness, our foolishness. And when if my dad come back, he will show me love. I think because he was missing us a lot when he's outside. And my dad, like, he was a gardener as well. He was he liked to let's right. So guys, if you find this video helpful, guys, please give me a thumb up, okay, and share my video and make other people be aware that what you are right now, it will surely come to pass. Whatever it is that hurting you and making you feel like you don't exist, it will surely come to pass. I never knew that I will end up in a country that my parents has never thought of or talked of. I never. So part 2 is coming, but tune in with me, guys. I love you and have a wonderful one. See you tomorrow. See you later on the next episode. We will be talking about it. Bye.